On July 25th, 2004, El Yoma was captured on the U.S.-Mexico border. One of his bodyguards, a direct witness to the events, revealed how the operation ended with the fall of the longtime leader of the Sinaloa cartel. Here's a report from our partner network, N+. Oh man, look at this guy.
No mommy's wait.
Listen, man, if you say you was one of his bodyguards that was there, it's a very small group of people you're coming from. Extremely small group of people you're coming from. Off the rip is the first thing I think. Right? So that could be the reason you're hiding so much. Or it's a numbers game and it take a couple 2-3 seconds of math for the people who were there, who survived it, to figure out who you are. Because you come from a very small circle. It wasn't... We never imagined this would happen. I describe it as aberrant and as a betrayal that is unforgivable. On Thursday, July 25th, 2024, this individual claimed to have descended from the Sinaloa mountains as part of the armed escort of Yoma, founder of the Sinaloa cartel, who had been known for maintaining a low profile for years. According to the escort's testimony, they arrived at the town of Bella Vista at 9 a.m., where they would remain while ZAMBADA attended a meeting at Huertos de Pedregal Farm. Huertos de Pedregal Farm. They told us to stay there, and it lasted a while, and they didn't notify us, and we were talking to him, calling him, and he didn't answer, so that's when we assumed something had happened. Wait. So this guy didn't see shit. Hit the like button if you have yet to do so. This guy didn't see a damn thing. You was outside, Papas. You was outside waiting for the shit to go down. You was outside waiting for it to end. They didn't come out and smoke y'all? The Department of Justice arrested 2 alleged leaders of the Sinaloa cartel at the border crossing. The first is Yoma, co-founder of the cartel. The second is Joaquin, son of his father, co-founder, Pocha. For us, it was confirmed when the photo came out. When the photo came out, it was already him. It was him. So for the bodyguard, it was official when. So where were you when the photo came out? He said when the photo came out, it was official to us. They got him. It wasn't they got him when you were waiting for him outside from the place that you saw him go in and he never came out. Where were you? You was kicked back with your feet up on the table after he was gone. What'd you do when you waited another hour and he didn't come out? You ran off? What's the story here? Because there's already holes in this shit. There's already holes in this shit, man. It don't make sense. We waited days for that picture. Remember? Fake picture came out first. So y'all didn't know he was snatched? Y'all didn't get him back. This feels like a real telenovela. When do you even hear of sicarios coming on the news station to reveal what he saw happen? It's the 1 year anniversary, bro. They gotta come out and go viral. But what happened? The guy went in, right? They didn't see him come out. 4 or 5 days later, picture comes out. They said, damn it, they got him. Look, that's him. Well, no shit, they got him. You took him somewhere, you didn't bring him back. How you still alive? I thought they were super gangsters. Wouldn't they have handled dude because he didn't handle business? And bring back the old man that he took somewhere? Shout out Robert. I think I remember they said 2 of his bodyguards went to a store around the corner while 4 or 6... Oh, look, I got him. That's even worse, Robert. That's even worse, dog. They fucked up. Top flight. It was Craig and Day Day. If that's the case, I'm willing to bet this is Day Day under the mask over here. Mandaron por las cocas. He was gone when they got back. And then what they did was they went home. They drank their cocas. And then they sat down and waited for the picture to be released to make sure if that's the right guy or not. What kind of shit is that? Nah, man, that shit's crazy. This guy didn't see shit. He said when we saw the picture, that's when we knew. What you mean? You didn't know when you left without him? For us, it was confirmed when the photo came out. When the photo came out, it was him. Joaquin voluntarily surrendered. The second thing is that Yoma had been taken like that against his will. There were no United States resources in that operation. The snatching is approved And we have all the information. Oh, the snatching is proved, and we have all the information. No Americans whatsoever, man. I don't know where that pilot was. See, the pilot, what happened with the pilot was the pilot touched down, he hopped out, and he ran the other way, and he jumped over the border. He went back to Mexico. Yeah, this is where they talk about the letter. Come on, we ain't learning nothing new from this. This bodyguard ain't come and say shit. He said, bruh, check it out. We was there. We took the old man to this place. We waited a long ass time. He never came out. We bounced. And we're waiting around like, what happened? Did they snatch him? And then we saw a picture and we're like, yeah, they snatched him. What kind of goofy ass security is that? The letter through his legal representation giving his version of events. He reported that on July 25th, Joaquin, Pocha's son, invited him to a meeting that would be attended by El Rocha, Hector Melesio Quinn. I guess Ivan was supposed to be there. So what's crazy is this guy disappeared on an airplane, said, I was nowhere near there. This guy ended up terminated and unalived. The district attorney or the prosecution or the district attorney's office of Sinaloa showed us a video, gave us a video of somebody getting jacked in a gas station, and they said it was Hector Melesio Quinn, right? And in this letter, Yoma said, no, Hector Melesio Quinn got smoked right there in the room where I was standing. So this guy right here, that guy right there is he's Hyman Roth, Godfather too. He's Hyman Roth. He put himself in some shit. Again, we're gonna see if he pays for what he did. All right, he's the governor. He's the governor of Sinaloa. And again, we saw his face all over the place right after this happened. Just up until recently when they tried to tear the wall off of his office. Hit the like button, y'all. So that's the way it goes. Right? Joaquin said, listen, Yoma, Godfather, I need you to come settle this problem between Rocha Moya and Hector Melesio Quinn. Okay, fine. I'll come down off the mountain for that. They get there. Boom. They smoke Hector Melesio Quinn. They smack up the old man. Rocha, ghost, disappears.
The greatest trick the devil ever pulled was convincing the world he didn't exist.
Joaquin takes the old man, puts the old man on the plane, flies the old man over the border. The district attorney gives us a fake-ass video of what happened to Melesio Quinn in the days following. Everybody told me I was stupid, told Jay he was stupid, told everybody it was stupid because he had a heart and he wanted to see his children in his old age, so he turned himself in. Shut up.
No, mommy's wait.
You owe me an apology, you motherfucker. And in the days following, mad conspiracy theories, and then the old man came out with his letter through his attorney and said, that video, there ain't no video of him in no gas station. He got smoked right there in the room with me. They bounced. Not very loyal for such trusted gentlemen. Maybe they had a flash of common sense and said, oh, hell no. Or maybe this guy's just talking and was never there. He's wearing a mask, right? Who vetted him? Because what happened? You waited for 2 hours. You don't go knock on the door? Hello? Are you guys still here? Are you guys still talking amongst yourselves? Huh? You ain't hear the hammers go off? Where were these guys? I don't know about this guy. This is the video. This is the video that they told us. Officially, the government of Sinaloa told us. This video was Melesio Quinn getting smoked. And we don't even know what this is to this day. We know that Mayo debunked. And for people that say, oh, Mayo's not talking, he snitched already. If you guys use the way you use this rat shit, stop picking and choosing. Because he said this wasn't it. This is how it happened. And they did this. And this did that. That's snitching. You guys got to stop moving the goalposts. because you wear his t-shirt. No mames.
No mames, güey.
But he said this is bullshit. Celestial Queen got smoked inside the room. Just some video, some other shit happening that they want to make look like it was Queen. And we found out quickly it wasn't. Miles says he arrived at Pedregal Farm at 11 a.m. with 4 escorts. So only 4 of his own men? 4 of his own men, and then 2 of them go to get the cocas? Ah, no, lo cagaron. Gotta fire them. Those guys did not have your best interest at hand, right? And why didn't they? Let me ask you something, all right? Let me ask y'all something. Do they just disappear after the old man don't come out, or they go back to their superiors or to their ganga, to their clica, to their bartel, and they say, man, we came back without the old man? Don't they get smoked right then and there? Or they're free to do interviews on television a year later? Tell me what the f I'm talking about here. In the worlds I cover, cartel, crime, corruption, there's always one thing for sure. Someone's always watching. Whether it's a wiretap, a rat, or your internet service provider. You're never really protected unless you protect yourself. That's why I use NordVPN. It locks down my connection, hides my IP, and lets me browse safely, even while researching the darkest corners of the internet. Whether I'm streaming, editing, or reacting to body cam footage, NordVPN makes sure that I'm not giving up my location or my data. You can connect to over 6,000 servers in 60 countries. Want to watch something blocked in your region? Boom, one click. Or you just need protection on sketchy Wi-Fi. Automatic. If you're watching Shy Ill Reacts, you already know how dangerous exposure can be. So lock down your digital life. Grab NordVPN at nordvpn.com/ILL. Use my link and get huge discounts. Don't be the one getting caught slipping. Protect yourself with NordVPN. But y'all tell me that this guy is all good a year later? He had no consequences for losing the old man? Would there be consequences for that shit? This should be comical for me. Am I crazy? Have I become a cynic to the point where I don't believe nothing because I don't believe nothing? Or is it common sense thoughts or me just throwing shit at the wall? You know what I'm saying? You tell me if you think I'm crazy. He had 4 guys. He out of his own mouth. He had 4 guys. The internet is so fucking fake, bro. You know, I think the internet's like a great learning tool. It's been bastardized so bad that the facts that people are getting are flawed facts written by a troll because everybody gets famous. Shout out Velez. It's an automatic light up por pendejo. You know?
Adios pendejo.
That's it. What's these guys still doing a year later, able to give interviews and shit, huh? And got security of their own. Or maybe I'm just crazy. Maybe it all makes perfect sense. I have 4 escorts, 11 o'clock in the morning, including a judicial police officer. Which one's the judicial police officer and what happened to him? And what happened to the other 4 guards? I mean, the other 3 or whatever. Why would they go to the store when the boss is in town? I think that's just some internet shit we heard. I thought they couldn't leave their side. I mean, I would think if you came off the mountain with him, right? Now, I get them not being in the meeting. But if you come down the mountain with him, you don't go to the store para los cocas. And they follow Guzman to a dark room. Wait, so he had 4 with him going into the meeting? Oh, that's what y'all saying, that there was another 2 outside? Yeah, it sounds like a bunch of... We were ambushed, tied up, and forced into a van that took me to an airstrip. Then I was boarded on a plane with the pilot and Lopez. After nearly 3-hour flight, they landed in the United States and were arrested by American authorities. It was a very effective operation mounted by Joaquin. Mayo ZAMBADA made a fatal mistake coming down from the mountain on July 25th, and that allowed him to be caught. February 21st, ZAMBADA sent a new letter from prison to the Mexican consulate in New York. He said, y'all better come and get me. Y'all better, cause they snatched me. This guy's the cop, which is why he's still alive. Just a thought. That was the first thought that I had. Cop, go get a scream mask. He had a scream mask made out of paper mache. But the old man told them, hey man, I got snatched. It's y'all place to come and get me. It's time to rescue me. The Chapitos, along with Pocha, are planning the capture and extradition from prison, all within a negotiation framework with the Americans. And there it is. That's what they say, right? That's what he said. Y'all know how much I believe the news. I believe my gut before I believe the news. But it's not just me following my gut blindly on no, it's information. And we go through the information here a lot. Dude said the Chapitos and the old man, Pocha, planned from behind bars. He could just be saying all this. The snatching of the old man and a negotiating framework, all within a negotiation framework with the Americans. So he's not saying that the Americans helped. He's saying they was making a deal with the Americanos, man. Negotiating 4 things. First, that Pocha's children are not in high security prisons. Hey, you know what? Jay Flores always says here, what do you think? They're going to give you a softer pillow? Yes. I think we reached that level of what the fuck is going on here. Because if they're able to tell you what kind of prison they're going to go to, which of their family members that'll be brought across, while good, working, innocent people are getting slammed on their face, ripped out of their cars, thrown in prisons, pushed over the border, these guys who've done cruelty to humanity, they get to make a deal and say, listen, we don't go to no high security prisons. We don't go. If they make that deal, if that's the deal, well then, yeah, they're getting us off the pillow, bro. Shit done changed. All right? Get the good meals and shit. Okay, first, that his children are not in high security prisons and that their sentences be reduced. Third, that no arrest warrants be issued against members of his family. And finally, let the Chapitos keep part of their fortune. They get the money too? If they get the money too, bro, shit. That's a soft ass pillow. Huh? I'm Yule and Bill Burr laying on a stack of money and Breaking Bad and shit. If that's the case. That's the soft pillow right here, look. Let me tell you something. The dude, the escolta, the bodyguard, he didn't say shit. That guy said nothing. He said, man, we were waiting outside for a long time. He never came back outside. And then, when we saw the picture, we was like, ah, damn, they got him. Like 5 days later, when we saw the picture, we was like, ah, shit, they got him. And then, we was all good. And a year later, we out here doing interviews and not saying shit. Nah, that's a little too weird. Fuck is this guy talking about? Yo, I wouldn't put it past the news outlets doing the shit. Wow, what a shit show. That guy didn't say nothing. They just put a guy out there with a fucking mask on. Hey, ooh.
No mommy's weak.
They just needed a news story for this week. I'm trying to see if there's more to what the guy got to say. Shit, I'll go sit down for a couple for that same deal for free. You get a soft pillow, man. You get whatever meal you want, bro. But everybody want to argue about who's a snitch, who's not a snitch. Stop it. Who cares? These motherfuckers is all talking. Chapo talked. What did he say? He said, "Oh, I'm not the boss. Mayo's the boss." Mayo talked. Mayo said, "No, this happened. They snatched me. All this shit." He talked. Ovidio made a deal. Joaquin's gonna make a deal. All those bodies that dropped, Quinn, everybody that dropped that day a year ago in 2 days. Joaquin gonna pay for them bodies? Probably not. Family already on this side of the border, so who knows what the fuck. But I don't believe that that's a bodyguard in that mask on that news channel saying nothing. I just don't believe it. Following the capture in the United States of Yoma, allegedly betrayed by Joaquin Jr., on July 5th, 2024, uncertainty reigned within the Sinaloa cartel, which soon reached a breaking point. What am I laughing at, y'all? What am I laughing at? he gonna rack the hammer. I just think it's movie shit. It's just too much. It's just too much, bro. Stop it. This is bullshit. Never claim that I'm glorifying anything when this is what the news media is doing. This is what the news media is doing. Buddy just racked this shit. Super gangster. And watch it.
Alcanzó un punto de quiebre.
We were equipping ourselves, getting weapons ready, getting everything ready. In mid-September, they called me and they said, get out. And he's talking about the war started. Come on, man. This is just radio chatter during the beginning of the war. December 9th, the Eternal War finally broke out. On one side, the faction of the Maíza, led by Maito Flaco. On the other, the Chapitos. But he's basically saying somebody got away. He's saying a bunch of nothing. Bro, that guy's a reporter. Let me look at these jerk-offs. He didn't say shit, man. It's a hunt, just like that. There's hate. There's hate and resentment for the action. For the action, if you was the guy, is this a different guy? See, they're just picking out whoever. They're letting whoever do it. This guy don't even got the mask on. He's not saying nothing that we don't know, man. This ain't the same guy with the mask. This is just all bullshit. I believe this one less than I believe the other one. And it looks like a different dude than the dude that hit the hammer. I don't want to be on it. Yeah, these are just fake ass. I don't believe this shit. Come on, bro. Walk up the stairs slowly with your hammer. Oh, gotta do it again? Yeah, this is all bullshit, man. Get this shit out of my face. The news people just slow news days. That was a bunch of bullshit. At the end of the day, that Rocha.
Oye, ¿y el Rocha? ¿Y el Rocha? Bueno, ¿y el Rocha?
He's a linchpin in this whole thing. I don't believe neither one of them, man. I don't believe dude was one of Miles or one of Yoma's bodyguards. Don't believe that guy was even there that day. Man, we was shy, but it has dramatic music in the background. That means it's real. And it's on the internet. That's the second thing that says it's real. And it's done by a media company, a corporation that has an LLC, some kind of corp, and so that means that it's the truth. And it was said by, a guy in a mask. So, of course. What was I thinking, bro? I was wilding the fuck out.